The identity clarity test that I kind of think about, and you could probably add, is like I always like to ask people, can you describe your brand in 3 words that aren't these like fluffy words like authentic, passionate, innovative? Like that really means nothing to me as far as like if to me to understand your brand. So I like to say if someone saw your content with no name attached, would they know it's yours? And that's like a really good, like, do you have clarity on your identity? You said it too, like, do you sound like yourself or like other people? Does it match your energy, right? So, what other things that, like, do you think, because you just had a good question about kind of asking yourself, what other things would be a good identity clarity test that you think someone could ask themselves?
Well, I mean, I think just there's two ways. You can ask yourself or you can ask your friends. You can be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
when you're with me or when we've engaged, like what are words that come to mind?" Because it is very hard for us to kind of put them on ourselves and just be like, "I think
Hmm.
I'm this."
Hmm.
But I also think like if you can again self-reflect and be like when I'm in a quiet moment with if you have children, when your children come to you, or if you're bestie, what is that energy that you are kind of hitting? Because if I look at myself, it was really interesting. And sometimes even just in comments, because we were going out for dinner the other night with some girlfriends and I couldn't make it. And they're like, well, we're going to cancel. I'm like, why would you cancel? Just go, have fun. No, Sarah, but you bring a real energy
Yeah.
to the experience and we feed off of that. And I was like, oh, like I never would, I just make dumb jokes, I'm like, but so it's a really interesting. So that would be my thing is can you sit for a few minutes, honestly? And if you're having trouble, then turn to people you trust and be like, hey, when you think of me, what are words that naturally come to mind? And that can kind of help give you
Definitely.
new perspectives of who you are and own that shit.
Yeah, no, I've loved giving that task to people and then coming back and going, "Oh my God, I didn't know people saw me this way." And like it's
Mhm.
really cool. Like it's one of those breakthrough moments.